That was UK Piano by CERRO Music, Cakes the Vibe, and Jama and V. And right here in the studio, we've actually got CERRO with us, a DJ, producer. Should I say producer?
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ, producer, artist, and content creator. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
Good. I need you to correct me on the pronunciation of your name because I don't feel like I'm saying it right.
You're doing well, but it's CERRO Music.
CERRO Music, okay. And where does the name CERRO come from?
It just basically means zero. Make something out of nothing. So that was the inspiration for my name.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. And how would you describe the kind of music that you make?
I'd say I make Amapiano. However, I'm quite versatile, so I've actually got a few other genres or projects coming through. So yeah,
nice. It's giving range.
Yeah.
What should we expect from the other genres that you'll be putting out?
Most definitely trap, underground, maybe a bit of Afro beats. It just depends if I'm feeling a bit risky, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna jump straight into what I want to call CERRO Says.
Okay.
So I was looking at your TikTok and you're moving mad. So this is going to be a segment where I'm going to pull out some things that you've said on TikTok.
Wait. Can I just say, that's not me, that's AI.
That's AI, right? Yeah. It's Photoshop. Okay, so AI on your page is saying couple of things, yeah? So I need us to unpack this. So the first one is, don't rush into a relationship after breaking up. Wait 5 to 10 minutes. Is this you? Is this the AI, CERRO?
This is the AI saying what they're saying, you know what I'm saying? Why wait? That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, why wait? 10 minutes, quick, move on. Mm-hmm. I hear it. Okay, the next one I saw was maturing is realizing that a just checking up on you text is actually I miss you. Is this you? It's giving future, like.
I mean, I got the lock, so
you're halfway there, isn't it?
Sensational.
Don't kill me. It's giving Christmas. Hey, just checking in. Tell Mumsy I said hi and Merry Christmas. You don't have to reply.
Yeah. You don't have to.
All right. So the next one we've got is told her, let's get matching tattoos. She got my name and I got my name too. She's even shocked. This is you know.
I've never heard this one before.
This one's a new one. It's a discovery.
Hey, that's nuts.
What's your take on getting matching tattoos with your partner?
Personally, yeah, I wouldn't, but I do encourage it, you know what I'm saying? I just would you? Listen,
this is not about me today, baby. This is about you.
Fairs, but I no.
Yeah.
Personally, I would never, but a few people out there do have my name tied, so.
Jeez. Okay. I need those people to come forward, yeah? We need the pictures. Okay, next one is, one thing's for sure, money will change me, so enjoy me whilst I'm broke.
No, most definitely.
Yeah.
That one, I'll say that was me.
With chest.
That was me.
Yeah.
That one was me.
What's the signs we should look out for?
What's the first thing I would do? Mm-hmm. Nah, if I got money, hey guys, I can't even think on the spot.
Yeah.
I'll be real, but you just see the signs for sure. Like, you just see me here, there, this, that. Yeah.
Everywhere. I'm glad we got you before that. And finally, no, actually not finally, there's two more. Forget a breakup. Have you ever given someone an excuse not to link up and they keep coming up with solutions?
Hey, you know, you didn't even give me a warm up. You didn't even
no warm up, baby. Go straight in.
Just threw me straight in. Nah, I remember this. But yeah, I agree.
You agree? Whatever they said, you agree with it, innit? Yeah. Nah, but actually, there's nothing worse, you know, when you're trying to cancel plans and they're like, what about this?
They keep making plans. They keep on, no, we can do it this way. We can do it that way. I hear it.
For real, allow it. Mm-hmm. And finally, sometimes I wish I could have my own girlfriend, but here in the UK, we share everything.
Why do we share? Guys, That one is actually personal.
I can see.
That one's nuts.
Are you gonna give us a story time?
Should I really go into it?
I think you really should.
10K right now. And I will go into it.
Okay, where's the bag? Where's the bag?
No, especially in the Zim community. You hear, I'll be like, excited. I'm talking to my friend. Yo, this is a new one. We're doing well, whatever. And I was like, that one.
New?
This one. I know this one. It's not new.
It's not new.
You're just late to the party.
One girl's old is another girl's new, innit?
It's tough. It's actually dark out there.
Trust me. Dog. Yo, I've heard Zim guys move crazy, allegedly. These are rumors. I don't know. Can you clear that up or?
Hey, to be honest, I'm not going to bash my people. I'm not involved.
You're not involved?
Nah, just try and find out.
What about the Zim girl?
Shem. That's all I gotta say.
Hectic
for real.
Literally. You know where I come from, Nairobi, they like to call it like one big bedroom because it's like you can't have nothing to yourself. Yeah.
You can't. And one thing you say to this one, the next one will say to the other, and the next one will say, hey, congregation, all about
honestly,
you.
No referencing, pure plagiarism every day.
Hey, you're actually funny,
Why are you acting surprised?
Hey, what the hell?
What the hell? Love it. Okay. Now let's get a bit serious, yeah? So where does it start? Did you start DJing or did you start making music?
So I started making music, and how I started was actually quite funny. My music teacher was like, hey, we're going to do a band, whatnot. And I wanted to be in the band, but the singers were sort of taken. And then he was like to me, you can maybe play tambourine. I was like, I want to play drums. He's like, you can't play drums. I was like, I'm going to. And I did.
Love to see it.
Actually, so from then on, my love for beats came along and started making music. Initially, like from 12, I was writing. And then literally my first year of uni was when I actually started recording. And I was like, okay, cool. I can do this for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, my roots are mainly in church and whatnot. So yeah, I love music. And then DJing came along, and DJing gave me motion. So I'm not even mad. Yeah, but that's the story of where it started type shit.
Yeah. Oh, actually, now that you say DJs, there's this quote that I've talked about before that Mugabe said, allegedly, yeah?
Okay,
Robert Mugabe said, how are you expecting a DJ to be loyal to you when they're mixing 2-3 songs at the same time? What do you have to say?
Why don't we hear something about DJs not being loyal? Like, who's starting these rumors? No, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Because I personally, I'm loyal. Like, I'm serious. I love. So yeah, hit me up.
I'm convinced. Okay. And when you said you started playing in high school, no, did you say high school or just school?
It was.
Yeah, was that here in the UK?
Yeah, it was in the UK.
Yeah.
But like I was doing like trap, rap type of thing. Basically trying to fuse into the UK scene. But then, when I was at uni was when I basically met a lot of people like from my culture. Yeah. So now it was the thing of like, why am I trying to be like these guys when I got my own sauce?
Trust me, yeah.
When like, because in school being African wasn't so.
I've heard growing up here, yeah.
It's tough, bro. People are lying that they're
Caribbean.
Others they're Jamaican.
I've heard.
Yeah, but so I was like, let me do something that resonates with me, something that actually means something. You know? And Amapiano, that's my love, that's my baby.
Love that. And have you always lived here or have you lived elsewhere? Because you talked about your culture, you're Zimbabwean.
Yeah. So initially I grew up in Botswana and then I lived in Zim. So basically, Southern Africa is basically what I resonate with. So that's my culture, that's my peoples. Yeah.
Love that. And what does it feel like now that because obviously South Africa's been making mad music since day one, like, but now is when it's getting recognized. Yeah. So how you like I remember the Kwaito, like,
the home, the house.
Trust me.
Now it's Amapiano.
Yeah, love to see it. And do you purely play Amapiano for your sets?
I feel like it depends with the crowd, to be honest. I specialize in Amapiano, but sometimes I'll play like American jazzy. I'll play a bit of drill, bashman, a bit of Afro beats.
Yeah.
But when I'm playing Amapiano, I be feeling that like for real, because like I said, that's my can I swear?
Yeah, go for it. We do whatever we want right here.
I love that. yeah, that's my shit. Yeah, for real.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, and in terms of the music that you make, I've heard Gleaming and UK Piano, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, honestly.
Thank you.
Wow, yeah. So do you always, is it Shona that you include in your music?
I do Shona, Dundebele, Zulu. I'm trying to incorporate a bit of Tswana, but I'm just not that fluent in those other Southern African languages.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try and incorporate everything because at the end of the day, I gotta be real with my roots. You know
Trust
what I'm
me.
saying?
Yeah.
We love the inclusivity that Amapiano is bringing, and I feel like we also need Zimbabwean talent that are representing Zim, because here we really do push Amapiano 100%.
Yeah, 100%. And I know you were in Zim recently. How was that?
No, it was beautiful. Like, I always link up with my family, you know what I'm saying, and with a few other creatives as well that make Amapiano in Zimbabwe. But obviously the scene there isn't as appreciated. So it was beautiful, you know, like-minded people, kind. I love my Zims, yeah. Yeah,
love that. And how would you say it compares in terms of like the nightlife there and here?
To be honest, I didn't go out.
Oh, did you not? Okay.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't go out. But when I did go out, you feel like people are more strict, I would say, because they expect a high standard. And that's something that I noticed as well when I was in South Africa. And I had a gig there, like everyone is more critiquing, not necessarily there to vibe, because they're like, who is this person who's from the UK and even a Zimbabwean telling me about piano? But at the end of the day, the vibes are good and it's welcoming and
That sounds like a lot of pressure. So how did that gig end up going?
It went really well, to be honest. I did my thing. As long as sometimes like you have to do things for yourself. You know? As long as you're happy with your performance, then you're right, you're grand. Like so, it went okay. It was a good vibe. I met some really talented people as well, which is amazing. You don't get to do that every day, to be honest. Yeah,
love that. And what for you constitutes like a good night or a good set? Because I saw one of your vlogs and you said if you don't end up on top of something, it's not been a good night.
No, seriously, like if I don't end up dancing on top of something, like at first I don't know how many things I've danced on. I think a speaker, I've danced on top of a box, a stage, but like it's like that freedom that I get to that extent when I'm so happy and I'm ecstatic and I'm passionate about it. I just want to stand on top of anything and just elevate, because that's generally how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So then in those days and those nights, that's a great set.
Love that. And what's your take on like people trying to talk to you when you're like playing?
I hate that so much. Guys, stop.
PSA.
Guys, please, like it's so much. I'm already having to concentrate on this side, on that side. Someone's telling me, hey, and then there's the resident DJs that will be trying to turn down the volume and you're like, hey, please, you're gonna ruin the transition. But let's not do that anymore, for real.
I hear it. Because for me, even just as someone that's attending, I hate it when someone's talking to me and like my favorite song's playing, so I can imagine what it's like for you.
You actually have to concentrate like when you're DJing, you know, because timing is everything. You can miss a beat and then when you put it in, it's completely off. I hear that. And what would you, if you had to choose one from the things that you do, so content creation, DJing, producing, being an artist, what do you think you'd choose? Artist.
Is it?
Yes.
Why is that?
100%.
Yeah.
Because like music is like self-expression. Like even though I haven't necessarily gone into like deep music and like talking about the more important things, like it's still a part of me. You know what I'm saying? Like whereas like DJing and stuff, like it's more like a hobby. But music is me.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. And have you been performing much, or would you say you play more?
I'd say I play more.
Yeah.
But currently I'm in the transitional period of starting to do live performances.
Nice.
So hit me up. My email will be linked
down below.
down below.
Love that. Okay. And in terms of the music, what should we expect? I know you talked about having different genres that you're working on. Should we expect, how soon are we expecting something? Give us an exclusive.
You want an exclusive? So, no, for real.
Don't think about it too much.
I want to like maybe put out a few other songs that are alternative genres.
Yeah.
Like maybe, have you heard of underground trap?
No, can you give me an example?
Hey, I can't even tell you. I'll tell you after.
Yeah. Send me a link. Yeah.
And also, I want to do maybe 3-step.
3-step is so beautiful.
It makes you feel elevated. You know
For real.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that out, and maybe a track of Wafa. So.
Love it. Now we need to do that for real.
Get into it.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that 3-step. Have you been listening to Isaga?
Yeah, of
Listen,
course.
I'm obsessed. Honestly.
Of course, I love that music, especially spiritual music. You know, something that you can feel.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. You did say that your roots are like in church. I feel like some of the best musicians come from there.
Church,
yeah. So do you play there?
Yeah, I drum occasionally at church.
Yeah.
So, that's all I do at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Love to see it.